All right, so raise your hand if there's one person that you've come across, say in the last week, who you just thought, man, they've got their shit together. I wish that I could be like her. When you do that, you're giving away your power. And that's what I want to talk with you about today in this video. Hey, it's Jaylene with Your Next 40 Years, and on this channel we talk all about how to show up for yourself as fully as you do for everyone else in your life. If that sounds like something you're interested in and something you want to be a part of, we would love to have you join us. Go ahead and hit subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you get notified each week when I make a new video. That is a free process and you can absolutely change your mind later. All right, so let me walk you through a scenario. You go on your dream vacation. Let's say you went to Bali. Every part of it was perfect. It was amazing. This was your dream vacation. You absolutely loved it. You had so much fun. You get home, you find out another neighbor went to Bali. Everything about their trip was different. Does that mean that your trip was less, or that you didn't enjoy it as much, or that it wasn't as good of a trip as theirs because it was different? No, right? Your trip was still your dream vacation. The food that you had was amazing. The way that you felt on vacation was amazing. All of it was fantastic. Just because somebody else also took a trip and it was different does not make yours any less. So why compare yourself and your life with other people? Their lives are different. Their selves are different. Doesn't make yours any less. So let's unpack that a little bit. Let's think about why we compare. What is the end goal there? What is the deal? Why are we doing that? For me personally, comparing myself to others really comes down to not feeling happy, not feeling fulfilled. They appear happy, so I want to be like them, right? The problem is we're all very unique and different. The things that make them happy may not be the same things that make me happy. So it doesn't make any sense for me to chase their happiness. But what made them happy is completely different than what might make me happy. Comparing yourself to somebody else and feeling less than they are is just like comparing the two vacations and saying my vacation was less than theirs because it was different. It doesn't make any sense. So how do we find the happiness that we're supposed to have in our circumstances and stop thinking about everybody else's and what's different about it? The first thing to do, and this is something that really changed a lot for me, is to, right now in this moment, while we're together, I'm giving you permission to define success for yourself. And I don't mean success as far as like, oh, I have, millions of dollars and I'm a movie star, I'm successful. I mean your version, like your definition of what does it mean to be successful today, in this moment, in this day, in my roles that I will play in this day. So for me, successful parenting is that when I give my kids a hug and a kiss goodnight, and I ask them, how do you know that I loved you today? And they remember a moment in that day when I told them or showed them or did something somehow. If they always have a moment that they can reply to that question with, I was a successful parent that day. It doesn't matter what else happened that day. Maybe I stepped on their foot when I was walking through the living room on accident. Maybe I yelled at them because they did something that they shouldn't have done. Maybe they went to timeout. None of that matters as long as they remember a moment in the day when they knew that I love them. I was a successful parent that day. Successful employee, successful wife, successful self. I set my intention in the morning. I did my workout, whatever your definition of success is. Because if you suddenly have your own definition of success for these different roles that you play in your life, then all you're trying to be is that definition of success. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter what, the people that you used to compare yourself to. It doesn't matter what they're doing, because suddenly I was successful today, right? I was a successful parent today. I was a successful version of myself today. It doesn't matter what they were doing. So really defining your version of success, write it down, journal it, whatever you need to do to kind of set it in stone and say, this is what I need to accomplish. The next tip is set an intention. I do this every morning where I wake up and I set my intention for the day. Sometimes I do that through meditation. Sometimes I do that through journaling. Sometimes I do that through a video message to myself. But I set my intention for today. I am going to be the best version of myself that I can be. I have these things on my list to get done today, and I'm going to prioritize these pieces of self-care. And I just set my intention for the day. What that does is it kind of creates a framework or a boundary around your energy for that day. Because if you're just focused on, setting your attention, you're just focused on what that involves, then all of the outside stuff kind of falls away. This is what I have decided my day is going to be. All of the distractions and all of the kind of holes in the bucket, they just get plugged up, right? This is the intention. There's a boundary around it. There's a framework for my day, my time, and my energy. And it only takes, 5 or 10 minutes instead of waking up, feet hit the ground, chaos, like who knows what's going to happen today. And I'm not saying that my day doesn't go off the rails, because it most certainly does. But if I've set my intention for the day, then I can just kind of come back to that. Regroup, just kind of come back. Okay, it went off the rails, things went all crazy when, the dog knocked over whatever, or the kids knocked over the TV and broke. The day goes off the rails, trust me, it happens. But then I just kind of regroup, reset back to what my intention was for the day. And the last tip that I have, and again, for me, the core reason for comparing myself was not feeling happy, not feeling fulfilled. So these are tips that are meant to help you build happiness and fulfillment into your day, right? So this third one is creating good, better, best scenarios for the day. Because I want to feel accomplished. I want to feel like I have made some progress forward. I have made some forward action towards my goals. But again, the day goes off the rails. There's a lot of variables when you've got 3 kids, you work full time, like life, right? There's just a lot going on. So it's really easy for things to kind of get wonky and not go the way that you planned for them to go. So good, better, best means if my day was best, this and this and this would get done. If it was better, this and this would get done. If it was good, this would get done. So it's just kind of having 2 backup plans, right? I set my intention for best. I'm always, I always want to reach that top goal. But if things go off the rails and things don't go the way that I planned for them to go, I regroup, I come back, I'm headed for good. If things still don't go the way that I planned, I regroup, I come back, I'm headed for best. These are kind of safety nets built into my day so that I always feel fulfilled and happy at the end of the day. I've reached my defined version of success. I set my intention. I, kept boundaries on my energy and my time. I regrouped if I needed to. If I didn't hit best, then I hit better or good. At the end of the day, I feel happy. I feel fulfilled. I have no need to compare myself to anybody else because I am myself, happy and fulfilled. So when you organize your energy, your time, your mindset, your focus in this way, suddenly there's no need to compare yourself to anybody else because you are the version of yourself that you want to be. All right, so that is all that I have for you today. I hope that this video resonated. I hope that it helped. If there's any comments or questions or anything that you have, make sure to put them below. Go ahead and share this video with anybody who you think might benefit. And if you need a really quick and easy tool to help you stay accountable to these tips, go to yournext40years/ritual tracker. It's a free downloadable tracker that you can print off and just start using to help you stay accountable to all of these, to your new goals, to your new plans that you have using these tips. So yournext40years.com/ritual tracker. I will link to it in the description. I so appreciate you spending your time with me today. Thank you so much. Again, like and share this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and I will see you next time.